Hi and welcome, Kat from Sacred Soul Rising. So let's dive into energetic walls. The energetic wall is what stops either twin at parts of the journey from connecting. Now, at soul recognition, when divine masculine suddenly disappears into thin air from being in that deep oneness connection to suddenly feeling that they're never going to return again. Why is that, and why does it seem to play the certain pattern for each twin flame? The energetic wall is something that happens not here in the 3D. Remember, at soul recognition, you will be activated with that kundalini. Your core wounds are activated, a heart chakra is activated, and also the energetic wall is activated. Once that energetic wall comes up, it is impossible for that oneness connection and frequency again. Now, that energetic wall plays an important part. The energetic wall, what happens is once soul recognition happens, the soul recognizes itself, the energy then flips, and instead of it becoming magnetic, it suddenly starts to repel. This is when the true journey really starts happening for both divine masculine and divine feminine. And this is when really we see the true parts of the runner chaser start to really anchor in. At this point, the feminine, i.e. you that is watching this, wants to hold on to the masculine. But what also is activated at this point is the energy and the frequency. Now, your energy and frequency, divine feminine, and remember, when I'm saying divine feminine, I'm talking not about how you identify in the physical, I'm talking about the activation, i.e. the chaser frequency. Once this is activated, it activates fear-based frequency in both the twins. So once soul recognition happens, it brings up this energetic wall, and for most twins, they do feel it. Even if there is slight still communication, you will feel something activate within you, and it will go from feeling that deep sense of love and oneness and connected where you can speak for hours to suddenly feeling like they're slipping away and feeling like this fear is rising within you and you don't know what to do about it. It feels panicky. Likewise, divine masculine, it also activates the fear-based energy within them. But remember how both twins deal with all the core wounds, i.e. abandonment, betrayal, fear, lack, need for validation. How they deal with it is polar opposites. So while you, divine feminine, want to chase and connect and just be together, they feel this energy in such an overwhelming way. And the more that you chase, the more it overwhelms them. And the more they have to run away, the more they have to pull away, they have to escape the energy. So once that energy, but the energetic wall, here's the thing, the energetic wall is there so you can do the deep inner work. At this point, the divine masculine is just trying to escape it. They will go back to their 3D life and it will look like everything is going back to hunky-dory for them. It is not, but at that point, the work, because remember, you share the same energetic field, so it can feel very, very overwhelming. At that point, it is the feminine that is thrown, catapulted into dark night of the soul and ego death. This is when you need to pull the energy back, and it is easier said than done, but you start to do the inner work. You bring your energy back, you bring your focus back to you, and you do the deep work. At this point, because of that energetic wall, the masculine will be just focusing on themselves. Yes, they will still see your name. Yes, they will still have visions of you, thoughts of you, but there is an energetic wall which stops them from really reaching out and really coming back in. Only when you start to bring the energy back, i.e. the feminine, and really start to embody your own inner union, does it start to change. Inner union is the key here, i.e. you start to, all that kundalini that has been activated, all that energy that is now flowing through the Ida and the Pingala, you now start to work with that energy. You don't fight your Shakti energy, that's coiled serpent that is released at soul recognition. You don't fight that energy, you actually start to embody it. So you work with the energy. So when it is activating in the base and root chakra, it is all about your safety, security. Who is in your world? Do you feel safe? Do they make you feel secure? Are you showing up for yourself? When it activates in the sacral chakra, that is your purpose. That is your passion. Are you getting up every single day, doing what you love, lighting your world? Are you in service? Because one of the keys to the journey is the feminine has the activation codes. The activation codes of being here on this planet to help change the frequency. And one of the ways that the feminine changes it is by stepping into service, is about helping, supporting the whole vibration of the planet shift from that fear into love vibration. The solar plexus is that should've, could've, would've, learning how to self-master your emotions, those thoughts, those feelings. And that heart chakra, well, the heart is where the twins have that umbilical cord, that heart-to-heart connection that can never be lost. But at the beginning, you believe that heart-to-heart connection is all love for divine masculine, but actually, that love, first of all, that unconditional love that you feel must be brought back to yourself. You must release the masculine. And at that point, it can feel like, I'm not releasing them. I love them. I want to be with them. But here's the thing. On this journey, in order for the masculine to come back in, it is your light. It is your light frequency that attracts them back in on a soul vibration, not the love that you're showering onto them. You must first put the love for self beyond the masculine. And once that shift happens, the masculine feels it. And it allows them then to feel the activation fully within themselves. It is also about speaking your truth, allowing, at the moment we are going through a massive throat chakra activation. The activation is hearing your own inner truth, speaking your own inner truth. The third eye. When Shakti reaches the third eye, that is when we bring in that beautiful inner union with your own inner masculine, your Shiva energy, with your Shakti energy. And you start to feel and embody wholeness and fullness at the deepest soul level. Shakti and Shiva are then dancing in that beautiful flow, and you shift into that illuminated stage. Once you're in that illuminated stage, the light and the frequency not only attracts the masculine, you start to attract everything within your world. And you realize, whoa, this journey was way bigger than just the masculine. And then it goes to divine, the crown. If you need more help and support on your journey, whether it is understanding, shifting out of the pain, shifting out of separation, bringing into soul purpose, soul mission, my website is there. My work is to give you all the tools that you need to shift. So this journey, you stop being in pain. You stop allowing the journey to drag you along, and you take back your power. You take back your light. I send you much love.